Hello everyone! Welcome to my bold and the beautiful gossip channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Before we dive into today's content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and show some love by giving this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers update for Monday, October 28th, uncovers that there will be more discussions among the Forresters in regards to Carter Walton's pitch. Despite the fact that Carter made a few incredible focuses and astonishing forecasts about the organization's future, he's asking a ton from Steffy Forrester, Edge Forrester, and Eric Forrester. Forrester manifestations could turn into a global extravagance combination like no other on the off chance that Carter's arrangement works out in a good way. Notwithstanding, it'll require a pile of credits and ventures, so it could sink Forrester quick on the off chance that the arrangement flops. All things considered, Eric, Edge, and Steffy will think about what's best for the privately run companies, so they'll examine the advantages and disadvantages of making this significant extravagance umbrella like Carter needs. Obviously, Carter needs something different that has landed him in a tight spot over in the plan office. Trust Logan concluded she was prepared to take a sizzling jump with Carter, so they got stripping going dressed for a work area cavort. Carter and Trust ought to be aware at this point that you ought to constantly lock the entryway before you begin stripping down. Trust and Carter missed that step, so presently Brooke Logan is expanding at the stunning scene before her. Carter and Trust will scramble to make sense of on Monday's B&B episode, so they might concede anything that they share is still new and not precisely made sure about yet. Brooke will most likely test Carter about his help for expectation for the future and keep thinking about whether this was the main justification for it. Was it every one of the work to get desire to connect? Carter might reject that while Trust shields him since there are certifiable sparkles between them. Trust and Carter could be preparing for a genuine relationship. However, that news could stress Brooke as well. Brooke might convey an admonition and contend that it'll be unfortunate in the event that Steffy gets refreshes on Trust and Carter's more than accommodating defining moment. In spite of the fact that Brooke might vow to stay quiet about this sentiment, she might prompt against more office caverts and push Trust as well as Carter to be more cautious. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Brooke will have one more motivation to worry about Trust and her wild way of behaving, so remain tuned. The bold and the beautiful Friday, October 25 recap. Trust and Carter busted. Liam needs to become old with X. The striking and the wonderful recap for Friday, October 25. Uncovers that Carter Walton made areas of strength for how they could assist Forrester manifestations with arriving at its maximum capacity. That implied remembering the big picture and turning into a forerunner in the worldwide extravagance market. Carter discussed extending to beauty care products, scents, costume merchandise, and that's just the beginning. It was all basically style as indicated by Carter, who felt like they could make Forrester much to a greater degree an easily recognized name. Steffy Forrester, Edge Forrester, and Eric Forrester stayed careful since what Carter was proposing would mean a ton of consolidations and acquisitions, which likewise implied dangers and obligations. By the by, Carter protected the utilization of financial backers and credits prior to presenting his own cash to demonstrate exactly the amount of confidence he possessed in his vision. Carter likewise proposed contacting their companions at Jabot to deal with that corrected extension he referenced. Be that as it may, Carter ultimately took things back to expect the future and how they expected to put significantly more in Trust Logan's line. Zen Forrester Dominguez was started up about Carter's thoughts and thought that they are extremely energizing. Trust and Brooke Logan were energized too, yet Eric at last said that they'd return to Carter on this. After Trust and Carter left, Eric recognized that it'd take a great deal of funding to do what Carter was proposing. Brooke saw the potential for them to be one of the most great extravagance aggregates on the planet and commended Carter's feedback. Notwithstanding the entirety of Carter's updates and good information, Steffy felt that he was off base around a certain something, and that was potential for what's in store. In the plan office, Carter demanded that Trust had given him the certainty lift to make the pitch he'd been chipping away at for such a long time. At the point when Carter gazed at Hope, he felt like he could do anything. After Carter advertised of Trust's confidence in him, Trust said he could impart anything to her. The garments got going, so it wasn't long until shirtless Carter had Trust unfastened on the work area. Trust encouraged Carter to lock the entryway, however it was past the point of no return since a stunned Brooke strolled in on the enthusiastic second. It left Brooke considering what Trust was doing as she attempted to really understand seeing the pair together. Next on Friday's B&B episode, Will Spencer told Liam Spencer that Bill Spencer kind of excused him when he conceded the lovely ladies at Forrester were an integral justification behind working there. Liam couldn't get Trust as far away from him as possible, however, Will proposed his sibling ought to think less and accomplish more. Where it counts, Liam generally realized that he needed to become old with Trust, and presently he comprehended that the main expect his future was Trust. Will guaranteed Liam that he was pulling for him, however he trusted that some other person didn't go long and beat Liam to the punch. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Liam won't abandon his gathering dream at this time, so we'll welcome you more expectations on his heartfelt plans. Carter Walton made a strong pitch for how they could help Forrester Creations reach its full potential. That meant playing the long game and becoming a leader in the global luxury market. Carter talked about expanding to cosmetics, fragrances, leather goods, and more. It was all essentially fashion, according to Carter, who felt like they could make Forrester even more of a household name. Steffy Forrester, Rich Forrester, and Eric Forrester remained cautious since what Carter was proposing would mean a lot of mergers and acquisitions, which also meant risks and debts. Nevertheless, Carter defended the use of investors and loans before offering up his own money to prove just how much faith he had in his vision. Carter also suggested reaching out to their friends at Jabot to work on that cosmetic expansion he mentioned. However, Carter eventually brought things back to Hope for the future and how they needed to invest even more in Hope Logan's line. Zend Forrester Dominguez was fired up about Carter's ideas and found them very exciting. Hope and Brooke Logan were excited as well, but Eric ultimately said that they'd get back to Carter on this. After Hope and Carter left, Eric acknowledged that it'd take a lot of capital to do what Carter was proposing. Brooke saw the potential for them to be one of the most impressive luxury conglomerates in the world and praised Carter's input. Despite all Carter's updates and positive news, Steffy felt that he was wrong about one thing, and that was hope for the future. In the design office, Carter insisted that Hope had given him the confidence boost to make the pitch he'd been working on for so long. When Carter stared into Hope's eyes, he felt like he could do anything. Carter hacked up Hope's belief in him. Hope said he could share anything with her. The clothes started coming off, so it wasn't long until shirtless Carter had Hope unbuttoned on the desk. Hope urged Carter to lock the door, but it was too late since a horrified Brooke walked in on the passionate moment. It left Brooke wondering what Hope was doing as she tried to wrap her head around the sight of the pair together. Next on Friday's B&B episode, Will Spencer told Liam Spencer that Bill Spencer sort of forgave him when he admitted the beautiful women at Forrester were a big reason for working there. Liam couldn't get Hope out of his head, but Will suggested his brother should think less and do more. Deep down, Liam always knew that he wanted to grow old with Hope, and now he understood that the only hope for his future was Hope. Will assured Liam that he was pulling for him, but he hoped that some other guy didn't come along and beat Liam to it. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Liam won't give up on his reunion dream just yet, so we'll bring you more predictions on his romantic plans. Trust encouraged Carter to lock the entryway, however it was past the point of no return since a stunned Brooke strolled in on the enthusiastic second. It left Brooke considering what Trust was doing as she attempted to really understand seeing the pair together. Next on Friday's B&B episode, Will Spencer told Liam Spencer that Bill Spencer kind of excused him when he conceded the lovely ladies at Forrester were an integral justification behind working there. Liam couldn't get Trust as far away from him as possible. However, Will proposed his sibling ought to think less and accomplish more. Where it counts, Liam generally realized that he needed to become old with Trust, and presently he comprehended that the main expect his future was Trust. Will guaranteed Liam that he was pulling for him. However, he trusted that some other person didn't go along and beat Liam to the punch. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Liam won't abandon his gathering dream at this time, so we'll welcome you more expectations on his heartfelt plans. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates.